So I'm going to preface this story by saying that my dad, who is a very kind and gentle man, who doesn't get mad about the little things but gets extremely mad about the big things, he knows nothing of this story. So if you ever run into him on the street or see him out with me, just don't tell him this, please. So when I was 15 years old, I fancied myself quite the badass, or as much as badass as a white, suburban, Jewish kid can be in the state of New Jersey. I would smoke cigarettes occasionally, get into fights at school, sneak around with girls. But by far the worst thing that I ever did was steal cars. Okay, maybe it was just one car. Okay, maybe I didn't actually steal it, okay? Maybe it was my dad's, and I borrowed it, but for a joyride, so I was underage. I was 15. So one day they went on an adventure to the wonderful land of IKEA, which was a perfect joyriding time because no one can spend less than 5 hours in IKEA. So I decided to go on an adventure of my own, which involved a girl from the town over. Now Tracy was interesting. It's not like I had never, kissed a girl before, 15-year-old badass, come on. But she had a certain experience, a certain je ne sais quoi, that I was desperate to find out about as a 15-year-old. She was going to be my ticket to the other bases on the playing field, if I could only find a way to get to her house. Lo and behold, my father's 92 Honda Accord with the rubber bumpers. Remember those? So as soon as they leave, I grab the spare keys and I run out to the car and I hop inside and I turn the ignition. It's an old car. Get in there, starting up. Okay, here we go. And we're taking this here and we're putting it into drive and we're stepping on the gas and nothing's happening. Oh my God, how did I mess this up already? He's gonna, parking brake. Put down the parking brake. All right, calm down, Padawan. Here we go. So here we go, driving down the street, make the left onto the main road. I'm cruising over to Tracy's house. Tracy and I had discussed this on the AOL Instant Messenger beforehand, as you do as a kid. And she said, yeah, just come over. It'll be totally fine. It'll be good. So I show up to the house. I'll never forget this, too. Her lawn was littered in campaign signs. Those of you who do campaigns know how explosive this combination could be. Her father was a cop. He was the chief of police in town, and he was running to be the mayor. Now, your ordinary 15-year-old might have been deterred by this, but not me. 15-year-old badass. I was on a mission. And plus, he was so busy with the campaign, he probably didn't notice that, his daughter was running around with somebody who couldn't drive at 15 and was driving. So I get to the house, and I'm about to get out of the car, and she comes out of the house. And I said, hey, what's going on? She says, well, you know what, my mom's home, so we can't come and, hang out in my house, so why don't we just go get some ice cream for a little bit, and then after that we can come back and we can fool around, okay? She's twirling her hair, she's got the bubble gum. And I said, okay, cool. And I'm thinking in my head, oh, man, she's going to see me behind the wheel. I'm going to look like a total badass. This is great. So she gets into the car, get behind the wheel, get the sunglasses on, put the windows down. I turn on Q1043 classic rock. And guess what's on the air? It's like an omen from God. Working on a night moves. Trying to make some late night driving news. And I was like, it's a sign from God. It's going to happen, baby. Come on. So we're driving to the ice cream place. We go down to a narrow street. There's a row of parked cars on the right side. There's my lane, and then there's the other lane. Get about halfway down the block, and a van comes the other way. I'm not talking like a Plymouth Voyager like Barney Mobile. I'm talking about like a 15-passenger van. It's coming. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. I'm trying not to sweat it. Yeah, it's cool. No, it's fine. I'm traveling at normal speed. Oh, yeah, no, this is totally fine. Okay. Cruising along, and it's coming faster, and I'm, oh my God, this thing is going to hit me. So I swerve, skirt, and then it was the sounds that I remember more than anything. The sound of the sad car mirror now hanging by an electrical wire hitting against the car. The car alarm going woo, 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 woo. And Tracy making a sound something like this. Ah! And saying something like this. Oh my God, my dad's ready for me. He's the cop. We can't do this. You gotta take me home right now. So I, in my moment of panic, I didn't even think to leave a note or anything. I just sped away off to the campaign headquarters house with her mom and whatever else is going on there. Dropped her off. I drove back home to my house. And I run inside the house. And then I'm inside and I have this moment of clarity. I had no girl. I had no night moves. I didn't even have any ice cream. I had this damn mirror and no explanation for it. So I'm sitting there and trying to think of how, oh my God, like how am I gonna talk my way out of this one? As an only child, you get to talk your way out of things, but this one was gonna be a doozy. And then before I know it, it must have been half an hour. Boom, I hear the car door close. My folks are back from IKEA with their Floffer Schnager Floofen, which is a desk apparently. I don't know. So they come in, close the door. I run into my room, and I just have to be as incognito as possible. So I open up my school books, and I turn on the television, and I turn on the radio, and, you know, just like whatever makes it look like I had nothing to do with what happened out there. I hear them come in. Slams the door. Now, when my folks are mad about something, my name, Eric, they take the I in my name and they make it into an A. So it sounds something like this. Eric! I come running. With the straightest face that I can muster, I said, how was IKEA? Did you hear anything? Did you hear anything here? What have you been doing? Dad, I was just in my homework doing my room. What? I was in my room doing my homework. You sure you didn't hear my car alarm go off or something like that? Sure you didn't hear a big bang outside? I said, no, I've been here doing my homework. Why? He said, because some fucking asshole just tore up the street and knocked my fucking mirror off. I said, oh my God, that's terrible. Who would do such a thing? So I had to go outside and inspect the damage. Like, I had nothing to do with this whatsoever. And I just be, oh, wow, that's really terrible. Oh, my God. And to this day, he still doesn't know a thing. So if you ever see him, please don't tell him about this little episode. Thank you.